Hey everybody, Katie Sutton here, intuitive channel and founder of Zen Within Academy with your Zen Withins'day update. I am so interested to see how you all are doing right now because when I tune into the collective, it feels really intense. And when I was thinking about what I wanted to talk with you all about today, the title that came in for this was Too Much of a Good Thing. We're coming off of the heels of summer solstice, and the beautiful thing about summer solstice is that we are bathed in positive energy from for our solar battery, if you will, our positive portal at the top of our body. And we get so much positive frequency coming in, so much solar light coming in that at times, for me anyways, it felt almost as we were just being bathed in all these frequencies and light codes and beautiful information coming in from the sun. I don't think any of us really anticipated that the intensity was going to be quite so strong, though, especially with the full moon that came after on Friday. I know for me, what it felt like and what I have seen is that I got too much of a good thing. And I became so activated in my upper chakras that I pulled up and out of my root chakra. It got a little ungrounded. And I know that I need to stay grounded. I know that I need to focus on that. And I still got ungrounded. And so the resulting thing has been this feeling of deep intensity in my body. I also did a crazy thing and decided to do a parasite cleanse at the same time. So I'm sure that ratcheted it up a little bit. But as I've been chatting with people, everybody seems to be commenting on this feeling of being burnt out and overwhelmed. And I share with you all every single time we go through one of these kind of big portals or these big activations where a lot of light is coming in, that the week or two after can be intense because the density that we are carrying that no longer resonates with this new frequency that's coming in rises to the surface and has to be sloughed off and released. And I think that's what's happening. And what I'm witnessing is that it's bringing up a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety for people. And it's making some people do really aggressive, interesting things. I have an influx of clients right now, women who have exes who might be in the toxic or narcissistic category, if you want to put a label on it, who are going to battle with them, trying to change custody agreements, just doing all kinds of interesting things. And if I look at the metaphor of that, we've got all of this masculine positive energy coming in. And as we're being bathed in it, it's going to shake up anything that isn't in alignment with that divine masculine frequency. And sometimes that stuff rises up in people. And because they don't have the tools to deal with it, it becomes projected outward into the environment, in onto other people. And it's not to vilify the masculine. I'm sure that there are female-bodied people that are doing this as well, but there's just this kind of toxic energy that's clearing out. For those of you that are sensitive, if that's not the way it's showing up in your life, it may be showing up internally as your body or your mental space going through a clearing, because those are our two masculine elements. So the intensity is strong. I think it's getting better. I have been noticing over the last 24 to 36 hours that I can breathe a little bit more. There's a little bit more space. But I think it's really interesting that we're having this heat wave and we're literally being bombarded by the sun right now. And it feels like it's overcooking us energetically. And normally we have a solstice and we have this influx of light, and then we have a little bit of a break, but it's almost because we're having this heat wave and we haven't had any rain to bring in some of those kind of negative ions and bring some of that earth energy up and soften some of this masculine solar energy. It just feels like we're getting a little overcooked. And so you might notice that in your nervous system, you might notice that in anxiety levels, you might notice that in needing more fuel, more physical fuel like food, and so that you can ground. And obviously you might notice that as actual heat that you need to deal with in your body, inflammation that may be coming up, not just heat that we're experiencing in the weather. So I thought that we would do a couple of things to reset our nervous systems today and kind of deal with some of this energy. So the first thing that I'm being guided to take you all through is alternate nostril breath. So we're going to start with that. And then we'll do a little bit of grounding with some breath and some connecting into the earth and really just working on that negative pole of the body there in that earth connection. And we'll see what else the guides want to bring through. So if it's safe for you to do, then I want you to take a deep breath and maybe just close your eyes for a second and just tune into how you're feeling. If you're driving or you're listening to this while doing something else, you don't have to close your eyes. But just tune into, okay, what inside of me is activated? Where am I struggling? What's happening for me in this moment? And just see if you can acknowledge whatever is going on, validating whatever experience you're having and trying your best not to judge whatever that experience is, because nothing is wrong, right? We're just moving through a shift. Some things have gotten shaken up, some things have gotten stirred up, but we are okay. We're going to move through this. This will not be here forever. And then open your eyes for just a second because I want to show you this breath practice. So if you've never done alternate nostril breath, basically we're going to take our thumb and our pinky finger or our ring finger, depending on how comfortable you are with the size of your hand, basically. And we're going to start by closing off one nostril. So I will close off my right nostril. So you guys are getting a mirror image. So just bring your thumb, your right hand to your right nostril and breathe in through the left. And then take your pinky to your left nostril and exhale through the right. Good. And breathe in through the right. Exhale through the left. Breathe in through the left. Exhaling through the right. Breathing in through the right. Exhaling through the left. Breathing in through the left. Exhaling through the right. In through the right. Out through the left. In through the left. Out through the right. Good. 2 more times. In through the right. Out through the left. In through the left. Out through the right. And just relax the hand and take some deep breaths here. What this is doing is balancing the right and the left hemisphere of the brain, or the masculine and the feminine. It's just giving space in equal measure to both parts. And then let's do a vagus nerve reset. And basically what you're going to do, I'll guide you through this and then I'll talk you through it and then we'll do it together. You're going to turn your head all the way to the right and see how far you can visually see. You're going to turn your head all the way to the left and see how far you can visually see. Then you're going to bring your head forward and you're going to look to your right without turning your head as far as you can until you feel a release. And then you'll do the same thing to the left. Okay. So let's try that together. On the second round, you don't move your head, you just move your eyes. And you're going to hold that. So I'll try to pause. You're going to hold that until you yawn or feel your body relax. You might take a bigger exhale. Your shoulders might relax. Okay. So look all the way to the right and just track in your room or wherever you are how far back you can see. And then come back to the left, noticing how far you can see, and then look forward. Take your gaze all the way over to the right. I feel mine release pretty quickly, but I'm going to stay here for just a moment to give you all a chance to release. If you've really been in fight or flight, it might take you a few moments to get here. Good. And then look back forward, take a deep breath, and then look all the way to the left. Waiting until you have a release before you turn your gaze back forward. Good. And then look forward and then take your head and see if you can see further back. Turn to the right, turn to the left. Oh, yeah, mine expanded. So you can use that anytime you want to reset your vagus nerve and calm your nervous system. And let's just do one final thing. I want you to place a hand or two at your high heart and take some nice deep breaths and just tune into your root, your tailbone. And see if you can become aware of it. Notice if there's sensation there, and see if you can imagine sending a taproot down into the earth and just gently asking Pachamama to ground you, to help be a place so that some of these positively charged energy particles that are coming in from the solar landscape can just be released out of the body. If you have too much heat, you have too much fire, just allowing that to release now. If you have your feet crossed, you might want to uncross them and place them on the floor. And just send that energy down through the body and just connect in with Mother Earth. Maybe bringing now a hand down to the low belly and leaving one at the high heart. And just focusing on that grounded space for just another 2 or 3 deep breaths here, just allowing your body to be grounded and connected to the earth. If you're feeling some exhaustion coming in or some heaviness, you can open your crown and just let that light flow through and gently just wash that system, that center channel with that light as it travels down through the body. And in just a moment, you're going to breathe in and you're going to draw light and negatively charged energy up from the earth just to recharge your lower battery pole here. Just letting that energy balance out all of this solar light, this beautiful light that we're so grateful for, but is a little activating. And taking some nice deep breaths. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. So those are a few of my favorite things when I am overactivated. There are others, but those are 3 that I wanted to share with you all today. Take good care of yourselves. I know it's too hot right now to be outside, so you got to cultivate that earth connection and bring it in with intention, okay, to balance all this light. And hopefully we will get a break from this heat and get some rain and get some different energy coming in to just soften everything. But for now, we're going to practice. We're going to practice being with all this light and see how we can manage it and see how we can best utilize it. Okay. So that's what I wanted to share with you all today. I hope it helps. Comment on this video or send me a note and let me know if it helped you, what's going on for you. It's always nice when you all can share and we know that we're not alone in this. So anyways, have a beautiful day. I'll be back later next week with energy update for July. We've got some very interesting themes already coming in. One that I'm very excited to work with in Healing Circle around releasing autopilot energy. Okay. All right. So I will see you soon. Have a great day. Bye.